Welcome back to Mommy Reboot TV. I'm your host, Jody Agard. Okay, so today we are talking about how to slow down in a fast-paced world. So sometimes we just have to be the ones to snatch our hand back. If you think about life, it's almost like someone's dragging us, right? Because there are so many distractions and so many demands and so many of everything just kind of pulling us in this way and that way, and this needs attention and that needs attention. And sometimes we can just feel like we're literally being dragged through the mud. And slowing down means that you are actually pulling back your hand and saying, no, I am not going to be dragged. I am going to be present and calm and chill and cool and collected and all those things. But we have to be the ones to do that. It's almost like we're touching a hot stove and we have to kind of take our hand back and say, ow, that's painful. That's uncomfortable. That doesn't feel good. And so I'm going to stop doing this. So how do we actually slow down when there are so many demands? There's text messages and emails and kids and extracurricular activities and work and husbands and wives and just all of these different things just pulling us and pulling at our attention and needing our attention. There's actually three different ways, and I have them written down here. And this is just for you to be really conscious, because slowing down is actually a conscious choice. You have to make that conscious choice. The first is to be present. Just be mindful of what you're doing and focus on what it is that you're doing. So if you're washing the dishes, let's say, wash the dishes and try to pay attention to when your mind spins off into another tangent and you're somewhere else. You are thinking about groceries, you're thinking about the next task that you have to do. Try to just really come back to the present moment and what's at hand and bring in your five senses. So, what does the water feel like? What does the dishes the pots and the pans smell like? What are you hearing? Really be present with whatever it is that you're doing in the moment. The second thing is to do less. Focus on what's important rather than thinking that everything is so important. And, sometimes we have more days that are overwhelming than others. But on the days where you're feeling, just like everything's moving so fast, just break it down to what's really most important. What are the top 3 things that you absolutely have to get done? And do what needs to get done, and then let the rest go. That's how you do less. The third and final thing is eat slower. So be mindful of our foods. I can't tell you how many times as a mom, especially back in my single mom days, where I would just shovel in food. And sometimes I would just eat standing up. I would be on my phone. I'd be answering emails. Don't do that. I would say that since I've actually been conscious about the foods that I'm eating, I feel so much more calm. So eat to eat. Don't eat just to get on with your day and to hurry up and to shovel in food. Really be mindful and give yourself the gift of actually sitting down and enjoying the meal that you have, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes. But just focus on eating and try to refrain from really multitasking and doing other things and just shoveling food into our mouth. You will definitely find that it's way more enjoyable than if you're just rushing and blasting through your meals. So make time for yourself. Make time for yourself to enjoy life and to slow down a little bit. But you have to realize that you are in charge of that, and you have to take back your power and realize that life is busy. There's always going to be demands. There's always going to be something pulling at our attention, especially as us moms. And so you have to be the one that snatches your hand back and says, no, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to embrace life. I'm going to be present with my family. I'm going to be present with myself. I'm going to give myself permission to read, to meditate, to do those things that are really important and that make you feel just more of yourself. All right, Mama, I hope you enjoyed this and enjoy slowing down today as you practice for the rest of the week. And as always, if you thought of that mama who really, really needs to hear this message, by all means, send her the link. Shoot her over to my Instagram page, my YouTube channel, Mommy Reboot. Join our Facebook, also at my Mommy Reboot, private group of mamas who are just conscious and who are learning the art of slowing down and self-care. Have a great day.